They're not saying that science creates life.
Okay.
That is not what they're claiming. Because I hear they're not saying that science created the universe, that science has created life. They're not saying science has created things like that. All they are saying is science has maybe found out or science discovered, but they are not saying science created the
Okay,
universe.
okay. So their own skepticism is a proof of free will, is for me, which is only a sovereign God that gives. If God were not in control, how do maybe others even handle the capacity to debate his existence? Actually, that is the free will that
We have an
it
idea.
is.
There's an idea of God that Christians push upon people. That's why we refute this claim of a God.
You exercise the very freedom God gives them to reject him. And that is irony at finest. That is irony at finest. And it's very amusing when, if God is not control, then who is? Is it chaos? Is it pure chance? Even the fine-tuning of the universe, from the gravity to the placement of Earth, it shows undeniable precision actually. And if the Earth was slightly even closer to Sun, we will be burned.
Bro.
Sorry?
An asteroid can come out of nowhere and hit us. The universe is not perfect.
What about the oxygen level? Is it just that right? Is it coincidence?
Yo, Nico.
Yeah.
You know, living things didn't even used to breathe oxygen. They just evolved to inhale oxygen. So it's not that God created oxygen inatoka wapi.
So if it's all random, but when a man miraculously maybe survives an accident, when someone receives exactly what they need at the right time, or when historical prophecies unfold before our eyes, how do you explain that? Is it luck? We call it
coincidence.
You call it coincidence. Your own argument collapses under the weight of this reality. You cannot reject the law and order that is in universe. You cannot dismiss his sovereignty, and you are not bringing logical alternative to explain the universe perfection.
You're the one who is not logical, because you cannot even prove this God. That's where we first start. Prove this God, then you can believe.
Okay, Kipchumbas. What I want to tell Nico.
Yes.
Nico, you keep talking about God, and obviously I know you are a Christian.
Yeah.
And obviously you are going to say that it is the Christian God, the God of the Bible, that is controlling, that is in control. You understand? And then I'm going to ask a Muslim, and the Muslim is going to say it is Allah, the God of the Quran, that is in control. I'm going to go to another religion, and they are going to claim it is their God, and so on and so on and so forth, until I've gone round to all these 4,000 or over 4,000 religions. You see where the problem is. Now everybody claims that it is their God who is in control. Each person claims it's their God. And it is, you understand where that is the first thing that we don't really think, and we don't really agree with.
And that's why I want to dismantle that illusion, piece by piece, that illusion that we have. I want to dismantle it. And I'm saying...
Which illusion is
it? I'm saying, you see, even we claim randomness or natural processes that governs everything. But you see, you have seen order come out of chaos on its own. Even a simple house. A simple house needs an architect, right? But you want me to expect that the universe, which is precise, balanced, just happened? That's like saying
So Nico.
Yeah?
Nico, a house needs an architect, correct?
Yes.
And that house, you can bring us the architect, correct?
Yes.
So can you now bring God, bro?
Okay. I want to explain in this sense. You see, what we call coincidence and what we are calling maybe natural processes. Sometimes people experience provision, protection that defy logic for me. Let me approach it in that angle. People experience provision, protection that is beyond logic, that even cannot defy the presence of a supernatural power. You know, prophecies have been written thousands of years ago, continue to unfold with pinpoint accuracy.
Nico, we need to go back to the house analogy.
Yes.
Where a house needs a builder.
Yes.
Yeah, and we can bring the builder. We can even slap the builder. We can even give the builder chapatis. We can even jump on the builder's back. We can even go swimming with the builder. We can drive on the same car with the builder.
Yes.
So if God is if God is the one who began everything, then bring that God. Let us stick there for a moment, because you're jumping to 2,000 years ago. I don't know, miracles happen. I don't know what things happen that people cannot explain. No, we will get to that. In the meantime,
the universe itself screams a certain design and not randomness. Let me argue in that point.
No. We will get to randomness. No, at the moment we're just speaking. Yeah, we're just speaking about. We will get to randomness or everything or design. Whatever. No, we will get to that. In the meantime, a house has a builder, correct?
Yes.
The universe has a creator, correct?
Yes.
We can share a meal with the one who built the house, correct?
Yes.
So sasa mimi niko na chapati sita hapa hivi, 3 ni za God, 3 ni zangu. Can God now come and consume these 3 chapatis? You know, so what I'm saying here, don't take that literally. Don't take that literally. Don't take that literally. What I'm saying is, we can engage, we can engage one-on-one, face to face with the one who built the house. So we want to engage face to face, one-on-one, handshake, with the one you're calling a creator.
Yes.
Because that's the only way we can identify the creator exists, and we can therefore give him the role of the creator. We cannot just call him the creator by using the creation, because let me not call it the creation. We cannot call him the creator by using nature, because nature is the evidence of nature. The creator himself should be the evidence of the creator himself. So if the creator presents himself, understand this logic. If the creator presents himself, then we can go forward and say now he is the creator.
Yes.
Without him presenting himself, how do we know if he is the creator? We don't know. So in the meantime, can you now produce that
Nico,
creator?
Nico, can you give me just 2 minutes when you proceed, but let me after 2 minutes and let you talk. Yeah, so here is my problem with atheists. They follow logic to a certain extent, but they leave the logical conclusion of their own logic. He said you built a house, and there must be a builder. Okay, might be I haven't seen the builder. Okay, let's say I met a builder, and we ate food with the builder. Okay, that's fine. But then you find another house. Okay, this must have another builder, but you've never met a builder. You say, okay, because I've never met this builder, and because I've never ate with this builder, then the builder does not exist. That's at the best you should say like this. At the best you should. No. Please. Let me finish, please. Blaza. Let me speak. Let me just 1 minute and we'll talk. Just 1 minute.
So listen, if I get another house that I have never met the builder, I will use the other builders have met, the other builders have shared an apple with, the other builders have ate chapatis with. I'll use those builders to conclude that this house must have had a builder.
Now listen.
But for creation, I must have met, for creation, I must have met other gods who are creating other worlds to suggest that this world in which I've never met a god was created by a god. Nico, did you get me?
Yeah, I get you. And that's why I'm saying,
Nico.
If you are walking through, if you are walking through Nairobi and you see maybe an apartment.
Nico, let us give Blessed Thomas a moment to say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that because I've been waiting for so long. Here is what should be the logical conclusion of your argument.
Yeah.
You should say, okay, at least I know this beautiful house has a builder, but I don't know him. But at least I'm certain that the builder built this house. At least that should be your logical conclusion. But say, because I've never met this builder, then this builder just built it by itself. That completely destroys your own logic. You see?
No.
I don't know how this is very clear.
You're not understanding the argument here, bro. So if I meet the house and I've never met the builder, my conclusion is I don't know who the builder is, but yes, somebody must have built it. And as an artist, how do I
Thank
represent
you. Enough.
it? No,
That's
just a
enough,
moment.
brother.
Just a moment. So this is how I represent it. The universe must have had an origin.
Yes.
That is the beginning of the universe.
Yes.
So the house must have started, must have been built. That's the case. So going forth, I don't know if Ronaldo is the one who built it. I don't know if Messi is the one who built it. I don't know if
I
Estelle is the one
agree
who
with
built
you.
it. So for
We
that
agree
case,
with you.
yeah. So how do I know it is God who built it?
You see,
how
you
do
see-
I know if
Okay,
it is
okay.
My
See,
argument
okay.
is, my argument
So-
is, let me now speak.
Fine. So the
Yeah.
first step, we know there's a builder, but we don't know who did that. That's the
see-
first step. That's the logical. It's logically
Yeah,
follow.
no, you have to understand that there is no builder until the builder presents himself. But yes, there must have been a beginning.
Listen.
He has seen
He builders build sometime, but he has never seen a God create someone.
I think Thomas Thomas understands what you guys are trying to tell him. So he's trying to present this builder. Can you allow him to present this builder?
Okay.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Give him a moment to present this builder or explain this builder. Paint a picture.
Amen, brother. Amen.
And Thomas, can you do it quickly? Because Happy African gets impatient.
Yeah, very quickly. I'll be very quick because I know you guys, all of you here, as the image bearer of God, you many